In the village of Miwu in Guizhou, Mike was buried in an ancient tomb. Not only did Mike's uncle refuse to save him, but he also traded the mummy from the tomb. Through blood and cell extraction from the mummy, experts discovered after experimentation that it could resist corpse poison and mutation. This was because the mummy contained a special substance that could alter DNA and genes, thereby slowing the aging process. In fact, Mike's uncle had deliberately planned not to save Mike. He wanted to exploit Mike's curiosity and had secretly left clues to lure Mike into investigating. Sure enough, Mike took the bait. He sold his own kin and blood to gather information, and with an old newspaper documenting an ancient tomb in Guangxi, which reportedly had yielded a snake-browed copper fish, Mike drove alone to Guangxi based on the address he obtained from his sale. However, just as he climbed the mountain, he was suspended in mid-air by man-eating vines. Fortunately, Kyle arrived just in time and saved Mike by cutting the vines with his throwing knives. Soon, the two reached the Mirror Palace stone pagoda of the ancient tomb. The Mirror Palace was an ancient tomb buried beneath the stone pagoda, which tomb raiders called the Yin-Yang Tomb, meaning it had two identical stone pagodas on upper and lower levels. Mike and Kyle were currently in the upper pagoda. Here, Mike discovered traces indicating the snake-browed copper fish had been taken, and the eyes of the stone statues on both sides had been pierced by iron pellets. Mike then determined from the number of nested treasure boxes that they had reached the bottom of the Mirror Palace pagoda. However, Kyle became curious about the load-bearing mechanism and pressed one of the blocks above. Unexpectedly, the mechanism still functioned normally after thousands of years. After a rain of stones, they accidentally discovered two strange passageways, both blocked by walls. To save time, Mike blasted through the wall directly. As the wall crumbled, they entered a stone chamber, unaware that a mysterious figure was watching them from behind. When Kyle sensed something amiss and turned around, the mysterious person had already vanished. Suddenly, countless swarms of bees appeared in the room, forcing them to quickly leave the chamber. They then ran into another stone chamber filled with skeletal remains, not knowing this was the most dangerous place of all. In the next moment, countless red threadworms wrapped around Mike's ankles. Just as two red threadworms were about to burrow into Mike's eyes, a black-gloved hand suddenly pinched the threadworms and killed all the surrounding ones with a knife.